All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rekakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah Bahashem, Rekakwadash, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, and what I want to get into, this morning, is dealing with, a lesson going into the destruction, that's being held back, all right, until the appointed time, all right, because as we know, all prophecy is for an appointed time. Matter of fact, let's start there, and then we'll get into, all right, the core of the lesson. Now, when you go into the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3, okay, Habakkuk 2 and 3, it says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Because every prophecy has its appointed time to be fulfilled. There's an exact time that was already predestinated even before the earth was created for particular prophecies, all right, for every prophecy to come to pass in this appointed time. Okay, now we was given the signs and the circumstances that that would be happening leading up to these appointed times, but no one knows the exact appointed time of prophecy except Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right, He has given us the insight, all right, through the Spirit, the Rekakwadash, the Holy Spirit. Okay, He has given us insight, all right, of the circumstances that will build up to these times. Okay, and what we're seeing is all the circumstances and all, the ingredients, okay, that are needed, all right, for prophecy to be fulfilled. Well, they're happening right now. Okay, everything is in motion, man. There's no doubt, all right, that the earth is trending towards, all right, these last few major prophecies that have to be fulfilled. Okay, which is the MOTB being mandated. Within that, you're going to have, the civil unrest, the persecution of the prophets. Okay, Jacob's trouble, you see, and then you're gonna have what, this third world war, which is going to have America completely destroyed, and you're gonna have the return of Yahushua. Okay, and all these things have their appointed time. All right, so we in the time, all right, of the build up, okay, to these appointed times for these particular prophecies, man. You see, so let's go back to the book of Revelation, chapter 7 and verse 1. It says, "And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree." Okay? And this wind, all right, is the climax of this third world war, which is going to be what? Nuclear destruction. Okay? It's going to be nuclear destruction, man, that great destroying wind, okay, that the scriptures speak about. Well, there's angels that's assigned, all right, with holding back that destruction until that appointed time, and they're going to turn it loose, man. Okay? So there's other prophecies that have to pass, because the nuclear destruction, that's the cutting asunder of the times. Okay? When you go into what's going to separate the kingdom of Esau, okay, and the kingdom of Jacob, well, it's going to be this third world war that's going to go nuclear. Okay? Because when this war goes nuclear, we have to be delivered. So Yahweh Shai has to be on the scene, okay, during the time, okay, of those nukes being turned loose, man. Okay? And when Yahweh Shai returns to the realm, that's the end of Esau's kingdom. Okay? Ultimately, when the nukes are launched, that's the end of Esau's kingdom. That's the end of his reign. Okay? The Lord's going to cut asunder, okay, the reign of Esau. That's going to be the dividing from the kingdom of Esau to the kingdom of Israel, okay, headed by Yahweh Shai. Okay? So that's why when you go to showing you that they're destroying wind, all right, that they win, all right, that those angels are holding back their great destruction. Well, ultimately it's talking about the nukes. Okay, it's going to be a very, chaotic and violent time leading up, okay, to the ultimate destruction, All right, but the ultimate destruction is being held back is those nukes, man, and that's why we see, these nations, they're constantly getting into these skirmishes and back and forth. All right, but it never escalates to nuclear because it's not their time yet. Okay, eventually these skirmishes, mainly between what we see, the small hats America and Iran. All right, eventually that is going to escalate. Okay, to a third world war. All right, and nuclear destruction eventually. Okay, but it's not that time. That's not the appointed time for the nuclear destruction. Okay, because other things are being fulfilled. You have other things, other prophecies that have an appointed time before the nuclear destruction. So those things have to be fulfilled because the nuclear destruction is going to end this man's kingdom because it's gonna bring in Yahweh Shai. It's going to usher in Yahweh Shai and the heavenly host, man. Okay, so let's go here to what's that, Jeremiah 51. Let's get Jeremiah 51. All right, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 1. It said, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst, all right, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind." Okay, so the Lord is going to rise up a destroying wind, which are the nukes, for the land mass of America and you people in America, man. Okay, America is going to be completely destroyed, and you people are going to be destroyed in it. Okay, the Lord has the inhabitants of Babylon, all right, set up to be a great sacrifice, man. America is one great altar that the Lord is going to set ablaze, man. Okay, in the midst of this third world war. Okay, and you people are the walking sacrifices, okay, of this altar, man. You see, the lake of fire is like the Lord, all right, making the sacrifice. The scriptures say, okay, because you read it in the NLT said, "This is what the Lord says." Jeremiah 51 and 1 in the NLT said, "This is what the Lord says, I will stir up a destroyer," which are those nukes, "against Babylon and the people of Babylonia." Okay, because you go to Isaiah 34, see, you proud Americans, okay, the Dallaston is going to be the least of your word. All right, you getting booted off the land. Okay, eminent domain. All right, you got cognitive, diminishment from the AI. You got, you're constantly being poisoned by your own government. Okay, so forth and so on. And these people are rising up. Well, guess what? That's going to be the least of your problem on the day that the Lord, all right, turns loose this destruction. Okay, so when you go to Isaiah 34 and 5, it says, "For my sword, which are the nukes, shall be bathed in heaven," which is the atmosphere. "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my curse to judgment." Yeah, 2/3 of you people our people in America, all right, and the rest of you inhabitants of America, man. Okay, if you're ground zero, all right, when the Lord unleashes that destruction of the nukes, man. Okay, guess what? All right, you're gonna be part, you see, of this sacrifice, man. You see, only the elect will escape the judgment, man. Only the elect is going to receive mercy to be delivered from this judgment, man. Okay? It said, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment." Okay? So you Edomites in America, man, hey, the Lord has a special judgment for you American Edomites, man. You have a lot of blood on your hand. All right? You're extremely proud. You're rebellious against the Lord. You commit all these atrocities against all the tribes. Okay? And there's a judgment for that, man. All right? And the rest of you heathens that here, you guys, if you're here in America, the Lord has a special judgment for you, man. And 2/3 of our people in America, hey, the Lord wants them to feel this fire as well, man. Okay? So it's a great judgment coming, man. And, this is why, all right, let's say the only thing that's finna matter is mercy. Okay? The only thing that's finna matter is mercy in the times we coming into, man. And niggas still playing these games. Niggas still want to be cute. Niggas still want attention. All right? Our people with fringes and head wraps on are still ratchet. They still niggas and hoes. They haven't grown. They haven't been cultivated by this word. Okay? They want this thing to be a soap opera. Nah, man. The Lord getting ready, got judgment prepared, man. The only thing that's finna matter is mercy in this time, man. Okay, verse 6, this is the point. "The sword of the Lord is filled with blood, It is made fat with the fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat, all right, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And that's that destroying wind. Okay, that's that destroying wind that the Lord's getting ready to bring through, man. Okay, and it's going to destroy everyone in America except the elect, which the elect going to be on no chariots, man. And we're going to have the aerial view, okay, above the atmosphere looking at the lake of fire, man. Okay, those that have a victory over the beast, where the Lord's going to extrapolate us from the beast and destroy the beast, man. Okay, because the centerpiece of this beast system has been this American system, man. Okay, that the elites have used to, weaken the world. All right, put the world in debt. Okay, create this chaos. Get people to worship. Okay, this new Roman Empire. Okay, to worship the technology of this new Roman Empire, man. You see? So the centerpiece of this beast system has been America, man, especially the last, 80 years or so, man. Okay, well, their centerpiece, all right, is going to be turned into, all right, an altar that the Lord's going to set ablaze, man, with you people in it. You're that sacrifice. You Americans are that sacrifice in Basra, man. Okay, and even 2/3 of our people, you're in that number, all right, because you love America so goddamn much. Okay, you love this man's technology. You love the philosophy of America, that do as thou wilt spirit. Okay, a lot of our people love this shit, man. All right, and they're gonna get caught up in it, man. That's why the Lord put 2/3 right here in America to multiply, okay, and be destroyed, man. Okay, now the difference between 2/3 and you heathens is eventually 2/3 gonna come back in the kingdom through the 1/3 that get delivered, and they're gonna be in their right mind. Okay, but you heathens, the Lord's finna destroy your empires, and you're going into captivity, man. And you're going to be forever subjugated unto Israel, except for you Edomites, which after 1,000 years, you're going to be done away with, man. Okay? So when you go here, even when you go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, all right, chapter 4, all right, show you 2/3 are going to get caught up in that destroying wind, man, because when you go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4, verse 3, it said, but the multiplying broad, all right, of the ungodly shall not thrive, nor take deep rooting from bastards' lips, nor lay any fast foundation, man. That's 2/3, man. And you 2/3 have been, the Lord has you in America where you can, just procreate without any order, just randomly just multiply with dysfunction and chaos and the Lord has this happening, you multiplying because you're just bringing spirits back for judgment. 2/3, you're just here to bring the spirits back to get judged. Certain Israelite spirits of the 2/3, okay? Your duty was just to bring them niggas back and get judged, man. Okay? And this is what we've seen. We're getting to the point now because each generation is getting worse. Okay? So now we getting to that point in time where, hey, those spirits are back that the Lord wants to judge you Israelites 2/3, man. That he wants to judge here in America with that destroying wind. Okay? It says, for though they flourish in branches for a time, yeah, this was their time, because this 2/3, this was their time to do what they do. Because Esau has a system set up to where the worst of our people thrive. Okay, the most degenerate of our people thrive in this setup, man. Okay, so they flourished. They had their moment. That degenerate way. Was the way it's became a culture amongst our people. It's a lifestyle amongst our people. And we was in the midst of that, man. We idolized these niggas and their lifestyle and chased this and chased that. And we was in the midst of that, man. But the Lord, all right, through the teaching of his word, began to separate, all right, and elect for himself, man. All right, began to restore, all right, and restaurate in the elect, the elect with his word. You see? So we don't get caught up in this, man. It said, for though they flourish in branches for a time, yet standing not last, they shall be shaken with the wind. You see that? They shall be shaken with the wind, that same destroying wind. That same wind that those angels are holding back, man. Okay, until that appointed time. It says, they shall be shaken with the wind, and through the force of the wind, they shall be rooted out. Okay, and through the force of the wind, they shall be rooted out, man. The Lord is going to uproot 2/3 from the earth, man, with this destruction, man. Okay, right here in America, man. It said their imperfect branches shall be broken off. Yeah, these niggas are not going to be able to continue these wicked lineages, man. Okay, the worst of our people having the most children. No, that's finna be cut off. The Lord finna cut that off, man. Okay, that wicked branch that's amongst Israel, 2/3, this branch finna be cut off, man. You know, to where it can't produce any more, all right, wicked fruit. You see? It said the imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruit unprofitable, nor ripe to eat. Yeah, meat for nothing. Yeah, so, you know, a useless generation, man. Okay? America has created the atmosphere for 2/3 of our people to just become a useless generation that they're just here to be judged. That's why I said, what? Hey, don't worry about the multitude who shall perish in vain. Okay? Them niggas was just born here to do nothing. Okay? But heap up more wickedness. Okay? Until this appointed time of this destroying wind. You see? So when you go back to Jeremiah, you see Jeremiah 51, okay, and 2, and says, I read 1, then 2 again, said, thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst, all right, in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind, okay, a destroying wind, okay, and that's going to be that nuclear destruction that those angels are holding back. And will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble, all right, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about, man. Okay? So these nations, you know, that have this nuclear capability, man, all right, the Lord, all right, has got these nations in array or in battle formation against Babylon. Okay, all these nukes outside of America, okay, that these nations possess outside of America, well, they was created to get shot on America, man. Okay, every missile, that's why Scripture say, what, spare no arrows, man. Every missile, nuclear missile, okay, that was created outside of America, man. Those missiles coming to America, man, to be that destroying wind, all right, to fan this place and empty it out, man. Okay, so that's the point, you know, Lord will, you know, you brothers, all right, and you few sisters edified once again. We want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim Kakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings salutations to the whole elect. Shalom.